All right, welcome back. Let's talk about this one right here. Do you guys watch Ready to Love? My wife and I just finished watching the season. We try to we try to binge watch some of the shows. We just wait; they'll just pile up in the DVRs, and we just sit down and chill. Saturday evenings, we just watch. This show just finished. They're on a reunion. It's basically a dating show. They basically, this one just happened in Miami, and they bring a bunch of single people. They tend to be later on in years, like not later like that, but in their late 30s into early 40s. Okay, this gentleman you're looking at is like 42 years of age. I think the young lady is 38, right? And they were each other's love interest on the show. All right. So as usual, if you want to watch the show, this one is on YouTube. I will try to see if I can be linking them in the description. To try to get them linked, right? So, but it's a good show if you are trying to see how the mindset of people say, "Hola, you have been out of the scene. You don't know what is going on." Say, "Yeah, who? I pay attention. I keep an eye on everything when it comes to dating, and I know what's going on." I can't relate. I can't relate at a personal level, but it's not rocket science. Okay, your problems are actually very easy to detect. A lot of it is unrealistic expectations and pride. Majority of it is unrealistic expectations and pride. And then we have people with all kind of fake masculinity going on. I didn't say toxic. Some people get triggered when I say toxic. Ain't no such thing as toxic masculinity. Okay, it's fake. Okay. So it's fake. And this gentleman in this pink lavender suit was definitely trying to showcase some kind of fake masculinity that basically ended up in the poto. Okay. So so it's called Ready to Love. It's also on their own network. They upload them on YouTube. Find them on YouTube. Like this one is on YouTube somewhere. If you remind me, I will drop the link inside of our WhatsApp group if you need to find it. Okay. Chinyesa, I can never get over poto. This one say go swim. He go swim. Okay, good. And what told? There is toxic masculinity, of course. Yes, they said we shouldn't call it toxic. It's just fake. So this guy was definitely showcasing some kind of fake masculinity. What did he say? I'm just gonna turn on the caption. We'll read it. Because if you really truly wanted that, the girl is talking. Basically, this girl was attracted to him because he was showcasing, they were together for, these shows look like a whole season, like 13 weeks, right? But it's literally just 13 days. Okay. It's just 13 days. All right. 13 days they're together, and you come into this house with a bunch of strangers, and you're supposed to. So it's very easy to detect anything that's fake, especially masculinity. It's very, very easy. You can see right through them. And of course, if you're not a part of Men of Prestige, you might not be able to see through them. Okay. But anyway, he was like, she was saying, because if you really truly wanted, so she was attracted to him because he was like a stoic, he seems confident, but then on the flip side of the day, it will act like a wussy. Okay. Like, sulking up, it gets upset very quickly. You can't call yourself masculine and you are very quick to anger. Not with respect to romantic situations. You're not masculine. Okay, let me just be clear with you. If you lack emotional self-control, that's an oxymoron to call yourself masculine or try to. Now, to be fair, he didn't call himself masculine, but it was obvious that's what he was trying to portray. So while they were sitting here, after the season has been over, obviously they're no longer actually on the last episode before the reunion. He got dumped by this girl because this girl eventually said, "You know what? We've been through a lot, but I love myself too much. I love myself, I love myself." And then she basically served him premium breakfast. People with fake masculinity is undefeated. I see it all the time. You will chop you would chop premium breakfast. Especially, and it will hurt more. If a man is feminine, quote unquote feminine, not, I don't think, beta, they call them beta, right? If a man is a beta, he's not showing, but he's like, it's a nice guy. He too will chop breakfast, but it won't hurt as bad because, he wasn't trying to pretend. He was just being a nice guy. But fake masculinity, your breakfast. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting. Breakfast means heartbreak. Okay, it's going to be premium. It's going to hurt, and you're going to snap back to your true self. Okay, especially if they hide you in the house for 13 days. Your true self is undefeatable. Truth. People always try to help truth. I'm speaking the truth, and you don't have to help truth like that. Truth is undefeated. The results will show us the truth. Your results will show us the truth. Your results will show us the reality. Anyway, 13 days is not a lot, but we can learn some lessons here. So she was speaking to him, basically saying, you did this, you did that, you didn't reach out, you were evil. So they're going back and forth. And you're not going to come here and disrespect me. This is him. Look at his face. This is him saying to the girl, I say, hey, you're not going to disrespect me. Let me play a small clip. Hopefully they don't catch it.
Disrespect. I'm not disrespecting.
She said, I'm not disrespecting you. He said, I'm talking now. Let me try it. I'm talking now. Yeah, few minutes later, and a few minutes later, let's see. He's holding it together though. He's holding it together, and he goes, whatever you think or assume is not accurate. He's trying to explain himself. It's not masculine to be doing over shalaye. That's not masculine behavior. Okay. Sometimes you should just calm down. Okay. Over shalaye, you can make your point known, but if you have to repeat yourself the second, third time, there's a good chance that you're not sure of yourself. You're seeking validation. Gonna work. And still to this day, I think you cared about me. Do I think you cared about me? All right, so they're going at it. Boy, listen. When I started this channel, I used to play this clip. It's still classic. If you're truthfully a feminine man, especially if you're pretending to be masculine, this is what's going to happen. Hey! 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 That's what's going to happen. What did she say? Check this out. She said, boy, I would destroy you if you don't shut your mouth. If you ever find yourself in that space, a woman is saying that to you, bro. That didn't happen overnight. No. Typically, that doesn't happen overnight. You lost respect. She lost respect for you. Right? She lost respect for you. Oh, wait. Why is she disrespectful to a man like that, though? Listen, bro. I don't know. She's not my daughter. I don't know why she's disrespectful to a man like that. I'm guessing that she lost respect for him. Maybe. Oh, no, I know what you want me to do. Hold her accountable because she's a woman. She shouldn't disrespect a man ever like that, right? No, that's unrealistic. If you move like a feminine man in this street, you go collect. Woto.
Sure,
Pay attention to what I'm saying. Don't argue with your destiny. Just start looking. Just start observing, okay? How they show up will be different. Some women will not disrespect you like this. Maybe they will do worse. They will be quiet. They will stay in that marriage with you. But you will still collect woto. You need to be sure of yourself, gentlemen. You need to be sure of yourself. If you have a need to pretend to be some kind of stoic masculine somebody, it will reveal itself. The best thing you can be is yourself. And then the next best thing is to continue to work on yourself, like we've been talking about. Your best self. You can only be your best self. You can act better, act to yourself better. You can be a better actor of acting yourself. Okay, being the character of yourself. But a better self is better than self from yesterday. Like, listen, we are all students of this game of life, right? The best thing you can do is just, keep observing. Just pay attention to the results that certain behaviors create. Okay, that's the best thing you can do. Okay, but what happened eventually? Okay, he started to chop additional breakfast here. He said, "Boy, I would destroy," because he said, let me see what he said just before this. And then he's like, "I'm not trying to be masculine." Man, now, would you consider her masculine or feminine here? That's not a trick question. She's masculine. Well, you can't. Masculine is not something. When a woman becomes masculine, she doesn't get to control that. No, women should not be masculine. No, you're lame. If she feels the need to protect herself, precisely what she's going to do is show up with her masculinity. Every one of us, we have masculine and feminine in us, okay? When it's misplaced, it creates chaos. It's bad. It doesn't look good. It destroys attraction, okay? So it makes sense. As a man, he has more masculinity in him than a woman. But when a woman ascends to that level where she feels the need to protect herself, she becomes masculine, and then you have what you're looking at on your screen right now. That's the way it works, okay? But you can't turn around and say, these women are masculine. Nah, bro. Manipulative behavior, you get upset quickly, and then you come back, and then she's if a girl is already falling for you, it's a low-hanging fruit. You don't have to pretend to be masculine. You don't need all of that. She's already attracted to the authentic masculinity in you. You don't need to do all that. All you need to do is nurture that. Okay? Be the emotional centeredness of that situation. That's all she needs. She needs to feel safe and secure emotionally. If you do anything other than that, you will all the time create this type of woman. So you're blaming the men for this? I don't know what you want me to tell you. Jesus Christ. Let's keep talking, Sha. Let's keep talking. Let me see what you all have to say about this. Pride, that's the main thing. Pride. It's not irreconcilable differences. It's not finances. It's not infidelity. That's what they look like as symptoms. Okay? It's not your fault. Faults are not relevant. Okay? But you're partly responsible for the type of attraction you create in your situationships. Man or woman. Okay? And the best thing you can do is find where your power is, your leverage, right? Your strength. And then focus on that. If you keep focusing on your weaknesses, it will expand. Okay? That's the main thing. Our brothers won't listen to truth because of misplaced pride. The pride is on all sides. Let's not cap off him, gal. The pride is on all sides.
Stop the cap.
On all sides. Okay? But we'll keep coming up with some examples so you can see that it's all sides, coming from all sides, okay? Why can't they see that true vulnerability will help their relationship? They can't see it because, again, it's like somebody's trying to take your power away and you overreact to that. You try to pull it back, it gets worse. That's what it is, right? Let's see. I've got to push back against that, Chinye. Toxic masculinity is quite different from quasi pseudo fake masculinity. It's the same thing. It's the same. If it's the labels, right? The dictionary meanings could be different. One doesn't exist. One is okay. I will agree. It's the same thing. What does it look like in real life, in action? Anytime you hear somebody say toxic masculinity, what they're trying to say is like, dude, boy, if you don't get that, see what you see on this screen, that's what they're seeing, right? Right? And sometimes they don't show it like this. They just shut down. Some people shut down. Some people will get confrontational, right? What would the manosphere men say? They say, oh, if she shut down, oh, she just been masculine. She just listened. No, she didn't listen. Bro, your own premium breakfast will be hotter. You won't see it coming because of your pride. Last, it don't cast. everybody go chop breakfast. A few minutes later, long story short, I saw through a guy with fake masculinity at the airport. He got triggered and I got moved to first class just like that. Yep. The whole world will respond accordingly. They will be like, what is wrong with this one? They will shut you down. They will take your voice away. They will shut your YouTube channel down. They will demonetize your videos because of fake masculinity. It takes 3 months. All it takes is 3 months now before they catch them. Before it used to take a year. Now it takes about 3 months. Okay. Sometimes it takes just the wrong language in the video, and the systems will catch it. They call it the matrix. The matrix will catch them just like that quickly. Okay. No power. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. He did a video that I should have reviewed. If you don't have political power, what kind of power do you have? In a world what kind of power do you have? Just your voice? They will take that voice. It's only a matter of time. She is tackling back here. You're actually right, 100%. However, some men are trying to say toxic masculinity does not exist. But it's true. If a person is reading you as toxic, you have to kind of like pay attention to that. Okay, even if it's wrong, even if it doesn't exist, just pay attention. Why is it that they're calling me toxic masculinity? That's your power. Not your power is not insane. It doesn't exist. You're basically demonstrating that you have no power by doing that. Okay, you're being defensive, right? And you're not addressing the real issue, which is somebody is receiving you as something that's a toxin, poison, right? That's what it means, right? It's an adjective, right? Anyway, however, some men are trying to say toxic masculinity does not exist. Part of toxic masculinity is being misogynistic. That's because society is currently conflating some aspect of the rite of passage that turns us from boys to men, which develops character, but turns into every aspect of a man's existence equals to toxic. That's a big conversation we are gonna have to have. Like, listen, you're not wrong, but there's a lot more to it than that. Okay. It says toxic masculinity can be controlling, domineering, dictatorial, macro-managing. It can be so the reason why I'm agreeing with you slightly there is because it's true that society is now overreacting on the flip side of things. They're going to the extreme other side of things, and that's going to be a big conversation when we're ready. When I'm ready for it, I'll let you know, because I want to make sure I'm coming from a place that I've actually done enough studying. Okay, the breakfast will be hot and steamy, precisely. So eventually, this is what happened to him. Let me show you what happened to him. Oh, let me see. Okay, I could just go. Eventually, let's find a common ground where we can at least, everybody is trying to talk. Look at him. Look at his face. Gentlemen, this is not what masculinity look like. Okay. Listen, I'm nitpicking. I agree. I'm nitpicking, but I just need to show you some real life examples. Okay. This is what happened eventually. Watch this. She stood up, walked away. He walked behind, was begging, let me talk to you. Can you just listen to me? When a woman is walking off a set like that, or she said, I need a minute, you need to let her be. You need to believe in your heart of hearts that the heavens are not going to fall out of the skies in this moment. What happens? What if somebody else slept with her in the other room before you get there? Yes, what if? What happens? You can't handle that? Maybe these are the problems. Maybe you're clingy. Maybe you're a needy person, right? Letting go is going to be your number one skill set. And it showcases in every facet of life. Let it go. Let it go. It's temporary, okay? It could be a divorce. She asked you for a divorce. Let it go, okay? It's temporary. Okay, unless you try to pull it back, then it can become permanent. Remember Mattel, right? Unless you become stubborn, unless you try to practice some fake ass masculinities. Women, I'm talking to you. Listen, your breakfast is going to be on the Ojupali premium. Okay, if you don't calm your ass down and realize that heavens are not going to fall out of the skies right now, if a woman triggers you, calm down is not the end of the world. You need to realize that somehow, some way, not necessarily your fault, she's lost respect for you. It's a temporary thing. Here's how to gain a little bit of extra respect instantly. Centered emotions. Be cool, relax, stay cool, calm, and collected. Act like you are self-sustainable. And then just like instantly like that, you gain a little extra respect. Just being able to let go, you gain a little extra respect like that. A little extra trust. Consistency. Just like that. Just like that. She told you she will never come back again. Now lie. She just need to feel safe and secure. She belongs to, especially she's belonged with you before, she belong with you. But not if you're overreacting. Not if you're practicing a fake masculinity. You're going to snap back to your center, your equilibrium, right? Which is manipulative, right? Nice guy, a doormat. Yes, you are a doormat. So you're flipping to the extreme other end. You're trying to be masculine. That's not who you are. That's not what you're looking for. What you're looking to be is to be sure of yourself as a man. Be okay with the idea that you might have lost her for life. Just be cool with that. That's your best chances of getting her back. But what did you do? You kept following, and then securities came in. What does that look like in real life? They snap your YouTube channel from you, from under you. They pull the rug from under you because you really had no power, right? Securities came in, and then, I need to talk to her. No, I need to talk to her right now. We don't need. I just want to be by myself. She's saying, I just want to be by myself. When a woman tells you, I just want to be by myself, you need to let her be by herself. Okay? Gentlemen, it doesn't matter if she's your wife. It doesn't matter what stage of talking stage all the way to marriage stage 20 years later. You need the space. She asked you for space. You need the space more than anybody else. Because clearly, you've lost yourself. So when people say I've lost myself, they're always thinking of it in terms of a stretched out 10, 15 years marriage. No, you could lose yourself in a moment. You lost yourself. Find yourself first. Because without self, you're literally useless for yourself and everybody else. Okay? You can't give what you don't have. If you lack so much self-respect and you can't sit tight for a second when somebody is upset and you have to she said, I want to be myself. She said, I need to talk to you. She says, I don't want to. No, just come here. Now she's about to say, who are you talking to? Boy, who are you talking to? You're losing further. And all you need to gain a little extra respect is time, patience, self. Time, patience, self. Time. Time is nobody's mate. It will build trust back. Obviously, plus consistency in change behavior, right? Obviously, right? But how are you going to change your behavior if you're caught up in your emotions? She's caught up in her emotions, and you're trying to, just come here. No, just come here. Who are you talking to, my guy? I just want to be by myself. Let me be by myself. I just need a minute with myself. If she says she needs a minute, believe it. If you don't believe that, that's your self-esteem, right? Some people is at a macro level. If I let go, somebody else is probably already sleeping with my wife. You're probably right. Not just because you're right in this moment. Actually, you're probably wrong, but probably you've been moving this way for a few years, right? So maybe you're right. But if you can't handle letting go and allowing her that few moments, right? How are you going to let go if it ends up in a separation for a few days? You're going to lose your mind. How are you going to lose your mind and claim to be masculine at the same time? Right? I need to talk to her, man. That's what he said right here. That was the last of it. I need to talk to her, man. He's talking to the security people. What happened to the men? I'm talking right now. Just pay attention to things. None of us is perfect. None of us is perfect. Okay. We've all got caught up in the moments like this before. Okay. I just need to pay a little bit more attention to it when it happens. What she needs you for is no longer financial provision, right? Provision, if you can provide. And what is the other one? Protection. She doesn't need you for that much longer. She can call 911. Matter of fact, you're probably going to call 911 your damn self, okay? What she needs is emotional provision, emotional protection. That's what women cannot find out there in the streets, particularly because of behaviors like this. Fake masculinities. It's not always said in words. You could just see it, that you're forcing yourself to be what you're not, right? Or maybe on the flip side, maybe that's your bad behavior showing out. Even worse. Either way, none of it is good. Either you're faking it or that's who you are. She cannot feel safe and secure around you. So she will probably look for safety and security and serve a hot, steamy breakfast. Yes. You can lose your wife just like that too. Okay. So I think, let me see. Where are we with this? How far are we gone today? We covered that. You know, we can't finish everything in one day, right? How about we do a nice 90 minutes late night? Then, let me see. FBI are investigating though. They're using some form of surveillance. Yes, the word I heard today, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can play it for you. We'll use that to round up today. I heard from one of my guys on YouTube here, Nathan. Nathan said, Nathan is an ex-police officer. This is what he said. Listen.
Absolutely toxic. And no one is calling it out, right? So a lot of you don't know, but the FBI just actually put the term red pill under the you cannot say list, right? It's a domestic terrorist word now. So you think about how when men create a space and men are trying to express their view.
There you go. That's what it looks like when you have no power. When you disengage from your power, gentlemen. When you think your power, when you get into a space where you think your words are your power. Words, speaking up is part of it, but if that's all you've got, yeah. They will show you very quickly that you have no power. Now they're monitoring words. Why? Because they're associating certain behaviors with certain online communities. If they see trends, they follow it. That's the way it works. That's how the society, especially developed world, the Matrix, that's how they do it. Right? What do you say? They're trying to take power away from the people. It's the Matrix. Yes, you're right too. All of the above, you're right. It doesn't change the fact that you're creating these results.
You're right.
Right? We're shooting ourselves backwards. Everybody's looking upset to leave her alone, Jari. Waiting to do this guy. Yeah, you have to know how to let go. Let go in every sense of the phrase. Okay, it's one of the most difficult things for human beings in general, men and women alike, and it's one of the topmost skill sets you can have when it comes to emotional, just letting go, just trusting. That's what I was saying about trust yesterday. Sometimes you just have to trust intentionally, not because you have trust, not because you don't have trust issues. You just chose and say, you know what, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to trust that heaven is not going to fall out of the skies today. In fact, I'm going to go take a cold shower, take a sip of red or the strongest wine you can find, and go to bed, because you know that you'll wake up in the morning and everything will be all right. And if you don't wake up in the morning, it's all good at the end of the day still, because nobody's promised tomorrow anyway, right? But the point here is that there's a high likelihood you're going to wake up in the morning and everything will be all right. If you just calm down when you find yourself in crisis, in conflict, just count 30. 1, 2, 3, 30 seconds. you will find out that it's not that deep. But if you can't count 30, yeah, it gets worse. Everybody's looking upset to leave her alone, Mattel is somewhere now confused like a lost child. Mattel is confused. He wants his wife back. I pity him. Gee, leave that guy alone now. I can't with that. I'm rooting for Mattel that it will wake up and there will be some kind of, it happens, some kind of miracle, and everybody will be confused, and all the women like, it will happen again. Nothing will happen again. It will be fine. But the chances almost none. Almost none. By fire, by force. So by fire, by force. Look at this guy, man. Just look at him. Does that look like a lost person? Does that look like a person that's lost themselves? Does that look like a person that has self-respect? Some people might say, no, maybe he's putting his feet down. She's a stranger. She said, boy. If a woman use boy, and then you go and you still doing like this, you didn't grab your keys and leave. You deserve all the disrespect that comes from her. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You deserve every ounce of the disrespect that comes from her. No, what to tell you? That's the reality. Should it be like that? You're right. It shouldn't be like that. But you're living in a fantasy world because you're talking about shoes. The reality is that no matter how much is pandered to your talking points in the past, if she ends up in a space of romance with you and she started to feel unsafe and insecure, she will do exactly what she just did. She'll call you boy, disrespect you, because she's mimicking the level of lack of self-respect that you have for yourself. She's literally mimicking you. She did. She's basically agreeing with you, essentially. Okay? He might be the one to call 911. This man will be the first to call 911. That's a fact. Okay? Need out there. I got you, my guy. I got you. I think we're getting your jokes these days. Gracious goodness. I think we're getting it. Wahala, wow, wahala, 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 wahala. Let's see. Can we say baby men? No, you're not allowed to shame men. Don't shame men. Avoid shaming men as much as you can. I know it's a natural reaction when you see this kind of behavior, but the men in this generation, they're gonna need your help. They've been asking for help. They're gonna need your help. They need your help to allow them to lead before they can lead. That's a topic we gotta cover tomorrow. Make sure you're here tomorrow at the same time. Okay? Men asking for help. Allow us to lead. Please let us lead. How can we lead if you don't allow us to lead? Wala wa.
Wala wala Nigeria don't rip us so at you cause our call. Hey! Wala wala.
How can we lead if you don't let us lead? That's basically what this gentleman, his name is Tony. That's what Tony is crying out loud. Let me lead. Let me lead. Please. Please let me lead. Let me lead. No. Okay, all right. Don't shame men, please. We need our men to be leaders. The modern men need your help in order to lead. I'm listening. This is precisely what they say. Okay? Somebody said, "Oh, God, just take a lead." Yes, they want to teach you how to be a good follower. That's a conversation for days. Gentlemen, if you're a content creator, I am open. All you have to do is shoot me a message. If you want to have a conversation, a healthy debate, I don't have time. I'm busy. I'm a busy guy. I have a lot of things going on. A few businesses, things like that going on. So, but if you hit me up in the DMs on Men of Prestige Instagram, we'll make room. We'll create the time for it. I just don't have the energy to chase people around to be a guest on this show. I just don't have it. And let's be frank, I have people like my brothers here, Gracious Greatness. I always see fresher when it comes here. Wrench, a lot of guys that come here from time to time. You know, Owolabi, Aziz, Sir Hill. I have those people continue to support us, so we'll continue the conversation. Regardless. But if you want to have a conversation and you feel like there's something that I'm missing, I definitely am open. And ladies too, if you want to jump up, anytime you just want to set a time apart, I will set 1 hour to 90 minutes. We have a conversation, a healthy one. We can see each other's perspectives and learn from each other. Okay. So, but Chinye, you're absolutely correct. Just take the lead, Oga. If you are a leader, just take the lead. Okay, take the lead. Okay, allow us to lead. It's a fallacy. It's weak at best. Okay, it's weak. We need to do better, gentlemen. Okay, and if you think you can explain it better to me, then let's talk about it. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, Chinye, blessed. Good to see you. Open floor with Tima. Everybody that came here on this late night episode, all 14 people listening to me in the background, you're the night owls. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up, because I'll be coming at night for this week. I'll be coming in late night. Okay, so I'm already going past. I already promised myself I won't go past 12 midnight, 3 minutes already, but I want to make sure I do proper shout outs. It's not too late. If you're watching replay, you can always support financially. There's a dollar sign. You can always click it. $2, $1. Join the membership, things like that. It helps. It goes a long way. Okay, it goes a long way. So I want to say thank you for everybody that came here tonight. Kathy Williams, shout out to you. Thank you. Let's see, who else am I missing? Everybody. L Selector, shout out to you, brother. I think that's a brother actually. Shout out to you. And everybody that will come here and watch this in the morning, shout out to you. I appreciate you. Hopefully, on your way out, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Hopefully, you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you on the next one, and peace. Bala blue, bala blue. I just saw bala blue.
Different.
No, I won't do that. Peace.